So Gaspara towards the next. Over from Megan's Joy. United wraps the way through it in third place. Sweetheart makes a mistake back in the field. So out in front, Gaspara still leads by about 4. Megan's Joy in second. United and Dansimar, they've always been in the front 4, this quartet from Witchwood's Legend. Aura About You in the purple colours on the outside. From over 60, Give It Time. Quevega, Chumbawamba and Issaquah come next as the leader Gaspara is again nimble over that flood of hurdles. Carol's Legacy is being niggled along. A few that are struggling. Amber Brook is on the retreat. Also towards the back of the field, Shenanigans, Sweetheart. Also in that rear division, Oscar Rebel, as they just begin to thin out now as they begin the descent. And it's Gaspara leading by a couple of lengths from Megan's Joy in second. United Races in third. Aura About You's moved through into fourth from Give It Time, Issaquah, and then behind these Chumbawamba. Quevega has attached herself to the back of that leading group of 8. Then over 60, who's just begun to drop back through the field as they come down towards the third last. It's Gaspara who continues to travel well. United just shaken up in second place from Megan's Joy. Aura About You comes there strongly. Quevega also coming there quite strongly. Chumbawamba, Give It Time, and Issaquah. So they're making their way down towards the second last. Gaspara with United, then towards the outside. Aura About You continues to travel strongly for Alan Corley. 2 outs. United dance a little bit awkwardly, and Quevega emerges on the scene down the outside. Then Issaquah is back in third place, and Quevega takes it up, travelling strongly for Ireland on the turn for home. Quevega for Ruby Walsh. United in second place. Back in third then is Aura About You. And all of a sudden, from a competitive race, Quevega stamps her authority. Is 4 lengths clear over the last from United and Aura About You. Gaspara at over 60. And off up the run-in. Quevega pulling right away in the closing stages. United, Gaspara sticking on with Aura About You and also only 60. But Quevega has absolutely routed these and runs home clear. Ruby Walsh in the saddle, partners Quevega to victory.
Over on the far side, certainly the pack seem to be closing down that gap a little bit. Here comes Sally, still close up with No One Tells Me and Carol's Legacy in the chasing posse as the gap is reduced. Quevega is not too far behind them. Neither two is Aura About You. Amber Brook, Just Beware, is being driven along. Zarinava getting a little bit closer. Voler La Vedette racing alongside Quevega as they go to the flight at the top of the hill. Now the challengers begin to stack up here as Pepite de Soleil made a mistake there at that flight. That was 4 out. Making their way into the top of the hill, Stravinsky Dance has been whittled back and she's lost the lead. She's dropping through the field, and it's No One Tells Me, Carol's Legacy, together with Voler La Vedette, who goes into third and swings off the bridle. Amber Brook on the inside of Aura About You, followed then by Pepite de Soleil, who's recovered nicely from that error. Also with the challengers, Quevega, she's travelling strongly behind Voler La Vedette, the favourite, last year's winner for Ruby Walsh, as they come down now towards the third last here. No One Tells Me on the inside of Carol's Legacy, on the outer Voler La Vedette and Quevega full of running. Aura About You, Alazi driven, Eastern Legends Whiteface up the inside is battling on bravely. Then Pepite de Soleil Sway looks to be beaten as they come down towards the second last. Carol's Legacy, Amber Brook with the big 2 Irish mares on the outside. Voler La Vedette and Quevega in third and fourth. Eastern Legend in fifth place as No One Tells Me weakens. Down the hill they come to the home straight. 1 more flight to go. There's Quevega on the outside of Carol's Legacy, now shaken up Voler La Vedette as they race up the hill, and it's Quevega and Ruby Walsh who strike the front of the David Nicholson from Carol's Legacy in second, then Amber Brook third. Here's the final flight for Quevega. She was a bit awkward, but she's full of running and she sprints up the hill here, and she's going to land consecutive David Nicholson mares hurdles to the roar of the crowd. Quevega collects for Willie Mullins and Ruby Walsh. In second, Carol's Legacy, and Banjat's Girl has shaken off the attentions of the weakening Silver Gypsy and begins to pour it on. Sparky May, though, moves up stylishly to go second. L'Accordioniste is being driven in third. Allegra Lil. Quevega is closing all the time for Ruby Walsh. Moves into about fifth place now as they took the third last. Banjat's Girl, Sparky May. Look at Ruby on Quevega, now goes third. L'Accordioniste fourth. Allegra Lil, and then Alazi, who's running a blinder, tracking in fifth place. Coming down the hill towards the second last flight here, Sparky May has launched a decent decent looking challenge here and draws 3 lengths clear of the pack. In second is Quevega'S, who's absolutely hacking. Alazi is third, Lacordianese fourth, then Banjack's Girl and Ocean Transit battling on behind these, but as they swing the turn, Quevega'S is cruising behind Sparky May on the near side, and Ruby even takes a cheeky look between his legs as he begins to ease to the front here on Quevega'S. From Sparky May and Alazi, up the hill they go. Here's the final flight for Quevega'S. Comes towards it, 6 clear, beautiful leap by Quevega'S, and she's not even come off the bridle. It was never in any doubt that it's going to be a magnificent hat-trick in the race for the Willie Mullins trained Quevega'S, and a treble on the day for Ruby. He didn't have to move a muscle. Brilliant.
Pounds it would appear on Quevega'S, still only about 8th or 9th, but only 2.5 lengths off the lead as they come over the second from home, and it was just Kells Belwith on the inside, Dora Bell kicking back against the rail, Ixora around the outside, still there is Golden Sunbird. Quevega'S is snapping away at their heels. Towards the wide outside is Our Girl Sally as they make the turn for home. Kells Bell goes for home now for Barry Geraghty, to Ixora towards the near side. Quevega'S now begins to scythe her way through the field. The champion Quevega'S gets the lead as they come into the wings. The final flight, Quevega'S is away and clear now by 2 lengths. Kentford Grey Lady is staying on, so too is Shop DJ, but they've got 100 yards to go. 4 wins back to back in the mare's hurdle for the brilliant Quevega'S. Quevega'S is the champion mare.
Un Artiste now goes third. Miss Milbourne, Shop DJ, Shadow Ella, Cordo Shiny, Lady Kathleen dropping away. And then on the inside, then trying to make a bit of a move, but running into trouble is She Ranks Me, the grey mare. Quevega'S is keeping out of trouble towards the rear under confident-looking Ruby. Kentford Grey Lady making a forward move. Alazi trying to come from off the pace. Swing Bowler, having hit a bit of a flat spot, is now being pushed along, trying to make up some progress. They're heading down the hill towards the third last here in the OLBG Mares Hurdle, and it's the French raider Serendene who's out in front narrowly from Swinkum Flame. In third place now, Un Artiste. Quevega'S just being asked to just close down these leaders, now moves up into 8th place. Cordo Shiny being pushed along. Serendene is 3 lengths clear as they come down towards the second last, but Shadow Ella is now closing with Swinkum Flame coming back with Kentford Grey Lady on the outside, and Quevega'S in trouble here. She'll need to pick up quickly. She's not picked up these leaders yet as they turn towards the home straight. Serendene, Shadow Ella in second, followed by Swinkum Flame, Un Artiste, Kentford Grey Lady. Quevega'S goes into a ridden along 6th place, but she does stay on up the hill, coming towards the final flight here. Serendene from Shadow Ella. Quevega'S is battling, now goes 4th. Here's the final flight here. Serendene over, 2 lengths clear. Quevega'S now moves into second. Can she do it? Quevega'S digging deep for Ruby Walsh. Serendene, and she's going to do a Golden Miller. Quevega'S come through, and she's going to win a 5th Mares Hurdle. Quevega'S beats Serendene. Udi is next. Quevega'S made a little bit of ground now, so too is Lunique on the inside in the red and white colours. Colleen enough, just a little bit shuffled back through there, but still goes okay then as they go left-handed across the top of the track now and go towards the next flight with Serendene still just in front. Going towards it now, Serendene from Highland Retreat. Taking it in third then on the inside was Little King Robin. Top Totty Poise going nicely. Cockney Sparrow is next with Udi. And then comes behind these Jenny's Jewel. Looking for Colleen enough, who's trying to make up some ground now behind them under a patient Barry Geraghty, who's now tracking Quevega'S and her stablemate Glenn's Melody, who makes ground on the outside in the yellow and black chevrons. They got 3 more flights to take here in the OLBG Mares Hurdle as they come down the hill. Serendene is the leader. On the outside is Highland Retreat. On the move now, then behind these is Quevega'S, still very patiently ridden though by Ruby Walsh. They took that third last flight mistake by Glenn's Melody on the outside. Serendene still going well. Ruby just asking Quevega'S to pick up now, and she does so. Cockney Sparrow is on the move on the inside. Still there with every chance moving in second is Little King Robin. Serendene the leader from Little King Robin as they go with that second last, and Serendene is gone. That leaves Little King Robin out in front from Glenn's Melody, and now Quevega'S goes into third place. Highland Retreat, Lunique racing behind these as they try and stay on up the hill. They're racing towards the final flight now. It's Glenn's Melody, stablemate of Quevega'S, who's under a bit of pressure here but begins to draw alongside with Lunique on the inner. Coming to the final flight, Glenn's Melody and Quevega'S, who's battling hard for this record-breaking 6-timer. It's Glenn's Melody just from Quevega'S, who's going to battle extremely hard and takes up the running, and Quevega'S is going to make history. The joy of 6 for Quevega'S. She wins again.